Hey everybody, today I've got you a cherry almond macaroon pie. So first thing you need to do is preheat your oven to 400 degrees and go ahead and put out your pie crust. I got one of those unrolled type. You're going to see a mess that I made with that in a minute. But anyway, I got the unrolled type pie crust, but you don't have to do that. You can get the store-bought in the Cool Whip section of your grocer's freezer. You know, the ones that are already in the little metal pans. You can get one of those if you want to make it a lot easier. Okay, so let's get started. What we're going to do, first of all, is we're going to take care of the filling. Then we're going to pop it in the oven. Then while it's in the oven, we're going to work on the topping. Okay, so you need a 21-ounce can of cherry pie filling. And empty that in a bowl. So this is somewhat of a dump and go, but it's kind of a little bit fancier than your regular cherry pie. Then we need a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. And a teaspoon of lemon juice. And I just used the bottle lemon juice. So you just need a teaspoon. I always keep some of this in my fridge for recipes. Next, 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. So that, I don't even measure that. That's like just a little bit. There we go. Alright, so stir those up. My little boys love cherry pie, so hopefully this won't mess them up, because I don't know if they're going to like all this fancy stuff. Alright. Doesn't matter if it looks ugly, because you're fixing to cover all that up. So take your filling and put it inside the crust. And you're going to bake this for 20 minutes, and you're going to take it out, and then we'll have our filling ready, and it's really, really fast. I think what takes the longest is just waiting on it to get out of the oven. Alright. That's about it. Alright, so let me stick this in the oven and we'll start on the topping. So let's start the next phase of this. So in a medium bowl, we're going to get our topping ready. Alright, and that's going to consist of, and you just mix all of these things together that I'm going to go through real quick. So you're going to need a whole cup of coconut. Let me get some scissors because I can't get the package open. Cup of coconut. And this is just your sweetened whole cup of coconut. I'm using a half cup measure, so I'm going to have to fill it twice, of course. Okay. Half a cup of slivered almonds. And I just bought mine at Aldi's. What's next? A little bit of salt. Got that. 1/4 of a cup of milk. It's just hard to believe that the filling, you just put all that together. That's what it says. Toss it all together and then put it back in the oven. So I'm going to need a 1/4 cup measure for the milk. A 1/4 cup of milk. A tablespoon of butter melted. This is softened. That's probably not going to be good enough. So let me Alright, we're going to put that in the microwave and get that going. Get all the milk out. Okay. Now, we need a 1/4 teaspoon of almond extract. And you're also going to need a 1/4 teaspoon of coconut extract, which I forgot to get out beforehand. Okay. It's just funny how they get these flavorings to smell like the real thing. It's just funny. And a large egg beaten. Okay, stir all that up. Oh, and I forgot I need 1/4 cup of sugar. We gotta get that too. Get that really quickly because this is not gonna be sweet at all if we don't do that. Oh, it smells good. Almonds and coconut. Okay, so I just need to put my melted butter in this, and then we can put it on top, and I'll show you that as soon as it gets out of the oven. Okay, so now we're at the point where we're going to add our topping. The pie is fresh out of the oven. Do not turn your oven off because you're fixing to put this right back in there. We did about 20 minutes on this. It's still popping hot. The recipe doesn't say anything about letting it cool or anything, even though this topping has got eggs in it. So, y'all, I don't even know, but I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. All right. I was gonna use a rubber spatula to kind of spread it, but I think that's gonna be a bad idea. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a table, you know, just like a tablespoon or a soup spoon, you know, just a spoon, regular old spoon, and I'm gonna kind of spread it out just the best I can, not messing it up. And then that way, what you can do is you can kind of control it a little bit more. So you kind of drag it, but don't be rough with it. I think a whole just like pouring it is probably a mistake, because you're going to get a one big glob in one place, and you're not going to be able to do anything about it. So make sure you didn't turn your oven off, because we're going to put this right back in here, and you're going to bake this for another 20 to 30 minutes, and it needs to be golden brown on top. So it's like a macaroon cherry pie, basically. And if you like coconut and almonds and all that, then you should like the pie. Alright, now I'm just taking what little bit's left, kind of poking it where I need it. Real simple. It's basically done. I didn't have to do anything. It was a two bowl operation, and it's ready to go into the oven. Now you do need to watch and make sure that your crust doesn't burn. As you can tell, it's already starting to brown around the edges, so you need to watch that. If it does seem like it's getting too dark too quick, just kind of take a piece of foil and just lay lightly over the top. I wouldn't crimp it down or anything. You can, but I'd be very, very careful. Alright, see you back here in a few minutes. Okay, y'all, this is it. Fresh out of the oven. See how it's bubbling right there? I love that. Make sure in between you're filling in your topping that you leave the oven on. Don't forget. And I give it let's see, when I put it in for the second time after the topping was on, I checked it at 20 minutes and I didn't feel like it was done enough. So I put it in for an extra 8 minutes for my oven. Your oven may be a little bit different. So be really careful. And I did tint it with foil at the 20-minute mark when I checked it, because my crust was starting to get a little bit too brown too fast, and it still kind of did get a little bit too brown than what I would like. Still edible, but maybe try to tint it just a little bit sooner. But it looks like it's gonna be good. Hopefully everybody will like it. Alright, y'all, make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time.